Hi everyone, my name's James, and in this video I'm going to share with you how you can automatically generate Google Docs or PDFs every time a Tally form response is submitted. So we're going to take a Tally form response, run that through a Google Doc, and then generate a PDF, save that PDF in your Google Drive, and then even email it if you'd like. And as a little bonus, I'm also going to share with you how you can e-sign that document as well. So here's our basic Tally form. We also have a contract template, which it's just a one-pager. I'm sure you'd have way more details than this, but it's good for the demonstration. And then the software we're going to use to match it all up is software called Portant. So to get started, what we need to do is go into Portant and click to create a new workflow. Name this Tally to Google Docs. And the way that we connect Portant to Tally is using a webhook. So I'm going to click this as the source for my workflow, and it generates this webhook address. So I'm just going to copy this address to my clipboard and then go back to Tally. Then if I navigate to the integration section, there's a whole bunch of different integrations here, but in the third place is webhooks. If I click connect there, I can paste this in this section. Click connect, and then you'll see the webhook address here, and then there's a blue toggle which is enabled, and I can open up the events log, which obviously has nothing submitted to it yet, but I can send a test event, which is a really awesome feature. So we're going to click send a test event, which sends sample data to the webhook address or to Portant. So that's succeeded. If we click back into Portant, we can see this screen has changed. It's got an event which has been sent a few seconds ago, but most importantly, on the the right-hand side here, there's all the questions which are in Tally documented in this table. So we can navigate back. We want to add a block which is Google Docs because our contract is a Google Doc. I'm going to select this template from our drive, and then Portant's going to open up that file. And I've already pre-filled some of the tags in here, but you can see them there, the ones with these curly brackets around them. But there's one missing for date, which I'm going to insert now. So scroll down to the date submitted field, click copy, put the cursor back in the document, and then click Command V or Control V if you're on Windows. Then we can highlight these tags and we can actually format them any way we'd like, change the color, change the font. I'm just going to bold this to match the formatting above. So we've got all the formatting correct in the document. We've got a nice little watermark here. I've inserted my signature. In this section, in the document options section, we've got an output name. So we can custom name every output from this workflow. So I'm going to click contract, or type in contract and then put in the person's name. Same way you do that, Command V after copying the tag, and then just as a little bit of extra data, I'm going to put in the date submitted as well. So here we have it. We've got a basic workflow that takes information from a webhook or Tally, then runs it through this Google Doc. We go back in here. The one thing which I've forgotten to do is to make a PDF. So you just click that toggle to make a PDF here. And then we can test this out. I'm just going to put in some sample data and then submit the form. You go back here, you can see that there's a new event that's been submitted. If we go into Portant, you can see that there's a new event in this section which has all the data I just put in. Most importantly, in the Outputs tab, we've got a new section or a new event which has created this, which is the output. So this has all the custom information from the form here. It's got the custom name up in the top left-hand corner. And so, yeah, that's all working. You can automatically generate Google Docs or Google Slides or PDFs every time a form is submitted. I said that we're going to make a little bonus section. We're going to make a signed copy every time. And I don't know if you saw it, but there's this button here that creates a signable document. When you click it, there's two extra fields at the bottom, one for signature and one for date. And when you click those, Portant inserts a placeholder image for the signature inside the document. It always inserts it at the end, so you can cut that and you can paste that anywhere you want inside the document. You can create multiple signatures if you need that, and then you can also insert the date field, and that will insert the date that the document has been signed. No, there it is. I'm just going to make this one page again. Cool, so we've got that all set up. When we go back to the workflow, you see there's an extra block in the workflow, which is the request signature block, where you've got to identify who you'd like to sign the document. You can put in a subject line. Please sign this. And then you can even put their name in there. I'm not going to put in a long email, but after you've put in all the custom message and custom subject line for the email, you click save. And go back to the workflow, we see there's 3 green ticks on the left hand side, and that means that this workflow is all set up correctly. And we can go back into this form and we can submit another test response. So I'm going to submit this again. It's going to do exactly the same thing as last time, apart from this time it's going to generate a signature request as well. So if we go back into Portant, you can see that there's an output which has been generated, same thing as before. And then if we go into the inbox, if I click refresh, we see there's this signature request, which is to review and sign the document. So I can click this blue button, which opens up a web page, secure link to a web page which contains all the content for the document here. You can click this button here, which will download it. And then at the bottom, you can click to add the signature to the document. So you can either type your signature or you can draw it. I'm just going to do a big squiggle and click insert. And this submits the document back to be generated again with the signature this time. So if I go back to Portant and open up this workflow folder, which is a link to your Google Drive folder, you can see that there's this document here called signed, and it has my squiggle which I put in, and then in my inbox, if I refresh that, I've also got a new email which says the requested documents have been signed, and this document also has the same squiggle. So yeah, that's how you automatically generate Google Docs and PDFs every time a tally form response is submitted. So I'm really keen to work out or find out how you would use this feature. Please let me know in the comment section or send me an email at james@portant.co. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please subscribe to this channel. We make lots of videos about document automation tips and tricks. So yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.